It is Foot Trading's first birthday in March, and as our way of saying thank you to the insane support we've had for the last year, we are giving away your choice of an Xbox Series S or a PlayStation 5 digital to one lucky site subscriber. All you've got to do is be subscribed on the 31st of March in order to be entered automatically. Now, as a reminder, Tier 1 costs £10 a month, and that gives you access to buying and selling prices for special cards, for icons, for silvers, and for Thursday flips. So much stuff on the website, I'm forgetting what we do. And Tier 2 includes live filters, UCL cards, gold chem styles, and fluctuations, with more to be added in the coming days and weeks. There are multiple updates every day on the site, allowing you to trade 24 hours a day, no matter what time zone you are. Don't forget, if you do subscribe to the website, make sure you join the Discord. There are thousands of people in there helping each other to trade and make the most of it. We've got mods, you've got Dan and I, you've got trusted traders, all the stuff you could possibly want to make millions of coins on this game without having to spend any of your money on FIFA points. So good luck to everyone that enters, and once again, thank you very much for the amazing support we've had. You guys allow us to do this full time. We're extremely thankful, and we never lose sight of that. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. And that's never been more important because we are less than 500 subscribers away from 25,000. Half the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. It's the same for most YouTubers. But if a few of you decide to give it a go, see if you can make coins using this channel, grinding the game, we'll hit 25,000 soon. We've gained over 10,000 since Christmas alone. It has been unreal. So thank you to all of you for that insane support. But yeah, you do get 3 videos there on the channel. The morning League SBC Methods of Glory. We're currently crafting the mid/prime icon pack. We've got the most expensive squad done. Hoping in the next day or two to get the next 2 done. And then we'll regrind it again. The plan is to sort of grind them, like 3 or 4 of them as we go between the next 2 weeks. I think they're there for, so that's exciting. The evening video, this video is always a trading video. Now we're doing a series where we're trading from scratch on my brother's account to improve his team. Today's a bit of an update on where we're at with that, but what I want to do today is talk to you guys about Thursday flips and give you some advice about how you can make coins tonight. And the midnight content is a mixture of packs, picks, upgrades, whatever's on the game from 6 PM, or simply my thoughts on the game. The last couple of days, we've been speaking about the terrible sort of pack gate with EA, giving everyone free packs and not compensating other people. It's not been good enough in my opinion. But yeah, like I say, today's all about Thursday flips. It is Wednesday, and so it's vitally important. Very easy way to make coins on this game, Thursday flips. So first thing to update you is we're currently at 833,000 coins on this account, but we have a lot more selling. Now, I had recorded this as a little bit yesterday, but then I decided not to use that part of the video to do Thursday flips instead. I can show you guys if anyone wants to add it. Basically, we picked up this Lineker for 225 last night. This Clivert we picked up at 150. I got it wrong. I thought it was 88, so I made a loss on that one. Hadji we picked up for 160, so for 185. Bernardo Silva, we picked up 2 of them. Both of them at 87, I believe. So one overnight at 102. The other one we listed at 103. It didn't sell. Zaha's at 80 like usual. Bamba I think was 42. But we've got a Barnes, a Gattuso, Silva, a Zaha, another Zaha, Open Meccano, loads of stuff. So we're up towards 1.4, 1.5 million coins. On this account tonight and today, I'm going to be Thursday flipping. I'm going to be buying cards to sell into the rewards tomorrow and into Weekend League. And you'll see the effect of that tomorrow's video to see how many coins we get to based upon that. I'm not going to be flipping on this account today. I'm going to be getting liquid and then buying in tonight or today to make as much profit as I can overnight. But we're going to head over to my account now. I'm going to show you some of what I've been buying into recently. What's gone well, what hasn't gone well. And then we'll talk to you guys about how to look for good Thursday flips on Futbin for this week and how the market sort of changed in the last, I'd say, 2 to 3 weeks in terms of what you want to be buying for Thursday flips. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're on my account again, and all week I've been buying cards. It's been quite chill on my account this week, purely because I've been doing League SBC grind and trading on my brother's account and my other brother's account. But basically what we're starting to see with FIFA is previously, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market was quite flat. It would come down after Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market's quite flat. But actually what's happening now is throughout the week, we're getting lows at different points on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And by Wednesday, the market tends to be at its lowest, right? And now, we've said that a few times before, but the dip by Wednesday can be quite significant. It can be 5,000 to 10,000 coins a card. Now, note this Schweinsteiger we got 660 for. Early in the week, I bought him at 610, and I'm sending him now for 660. This one will go for 660. But I want to show you what my transfer pile looks like. Because, as you can see, all the cards that I'm buying in terms of flips at the moment are specials. I'm not flipping any form of gold, and I'd advise you to not be flipping too many golds for Thursday flips. Up until recently, things like Varane, Mendy, they were good to flip. But with the supply that's come with promos that's dragged their prices down, it's not always that effective. The flips on them tend to be better when we get promo supply. So let's say on a Friday we get loads of pack supply. You buy Varans at the low there and sell them on straight away. The effectiveness has been massively nullified in terms of buying golds on a Wednesday into Thursday. It's not as effective as it was. Where the real money is in special cards. Now I'm going to show you what I've done today so far. I've been buying into Yedda so far, 118 to 120, no higher than that, okay? Now these Pereiras, I've got some high, I've got some low, 205. Right now that card's 240,000 coins. So I bought some of these yesterday to see what they did at different price points. The 229s and the 230s are just too high. They just straight up are too high. I'll probably break even on those. But the other ones we're looking at 20 to 30,000 coins profit once he rises after his upgrade. He'll drop off again and he'll climb. But special cards are really the play. They always have been the play. And the reason for that is they have a finite amount of supply. There's only a certain amount of those special cards that exist on this game. The only thing that's going to change that is if we get best of team of the week. That might sort of change that a little bit. But the only way that's going to change that in the short term is by Friday. It won't matter by now. So right now it's completely and utterly irrelevant, if that makes sense. But special cards are where the money are at. They're really where the money are at. But anyone can do that as long as you've got a half decent budget. Now, can you Thursday flip with 100k? Not really. If you've got 600k though, Thursday flips are relatively easy because you can buy 5 or 6 of those cards. If you get them low enough and on bids, you can make 10, 15k a card. Now, overnight, that's 100,000 coins profit you're making. That adds up very, very quickly. It's not hard at all. It adds up. And Thursday flips are no sort of real difference to normal special flipping, realistically. The difference in Thursday flips, though, is you're buying into demand cards. And so if you don't sell them by the Thursday, there's no panic because you can sell them on the Friday. And what we're really starting to see is how the market really does shoot up by the weekend. So you might get a rise into Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, the market's a lot heavier. The market rise is a lot stronger. It's a lot heavier. And so for cards like Ben Yedda, right now he's relatively attainable at 120. Not always, but relatively attainable. As I've done this, someone in my chat's probably seen it. So you see 124s there. You can add them to your transfer targets and look at them. By weekend league, this card gets up as high as 140, 150, depending on the time of the day. And that's a massive, massive opportunity for you guys to then buy into this card and make profit. We're going to head over to Futtrading now. I'm going to show you the examples of cards you want to be looking at and the cards you don't want to be looking at, and show you the graphs and how you can work out what a good Thursday flip might be. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we are on Futtrading, and I want to show you Yedda and I want to show you João Felix, okay? So Yedda's a card that I love trading with. The reason why I like cards like Yedda is there's always a demand for them. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, he's French, people like that sort of card. Now, if you guys all go out and buy Yedda right now, straight up, you'll probably flop your investment. Because everyone's going to go and buy him. Half of you guys will sell him in a weird, stupid way, I'm not going to lie to you, put it bluntly, and start panic listing him if he doesn't sell tomorrow. You need to look at graphs. You need to think about what you're doing. I'll show you where to look for players initially, but you have to be mindful of the fact that if you all go out and buy the same card, it doesn't tend to work. But the example here is Yedda, okay? Now, this is his graph for the last month, and I tend to work on trends when I work on things like FIFA, okay? It's always important to get trends. So, firstly, a good graph is like this. It has ups and downs, okay? Now, if you look at the first part in February, he was quite low at that point on the Wednesday again, before climbing into Weekend League. The rough estimate, about 10,000 coins-ish, maybe 14,000 coins was his rise. That's the average price. Sometimes he'd be more expensive than that, sometimes he'd be cheaper than that. And again, down there he drops into Wednesday, and he sort of flattens out into Friday and doesn't really do much. But again, he comes down last week and climbs up into Weekend League. What does he do this week? He drops down again. And there's a slight levelling off here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which to me says the market's stabilised. He's at the low that he's going to be at, and he'll bounce back. And so I'm looking at his trend there and going, okay, cool, he's down, he's up, he's come back down in the same way, he probably does rise. Will he rise quite to the heights of last week? Possibly not. But I know that if I'm buying him, last week's low was 126. Now I'm buying him at a low that is in the region of about 6 to 8,000 coins cheaper than was last week. So I've covered that off, it's not a problem. So to me, he's a good flip. That's an idea of a good flip. Idea of a bad flip. If I look at João Felix, now, again, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Ideally, this card fits into the meta quite well. A lot of people rate it. However, when I look at this graph, I go, okay, cool. Monday, he rose up to the Friday, fantastic. He's steadily come down in price since then until last week where he got too low. He bounced back, okay, on Friday. And then this week, all he's really done is steadily rise. And to me, that makes him not a risky flip. I don't like that as a flip. Because there's no real dip there on this graph in any way, shape or form. And all he's actually done is go up in price. So when you're buying into him, you're buying into a high. So there's a chance this card keeps going up. Without a doubt, there's a chance. Would I put my money on that card? Not at all, because there's no need to. There are plenty of other cards on this game that you can look at and buy. And the starting point for it, like I always say to you guys with your Thursday flips, is to look at the popular players. and see what's doing well. Now, are you all going to go out and buy a mid-Hullet for a flip? Of course you're not. But you look at these sort of cards. Leeds Malou's there. You can have a look at him. Pereira's there. Have a look at these cards and just get a feel for what they're doing. So if we look at Zakaria, for example, and get a feel for what he's doing in the last month. And again, so there's a dip there. We'll go down there to Thursday, climbs. Wednesday, climbs quite heavily. The dip here into Wednesday, climbs quite heavily. He's dipped quite heavily again this week. And if you look, he's down quite far from where he was. Now, obviously, they're out of the Champions League, so he's going to see some sort of dip. But what you would have seen last night in Zakaria is quite a big sell-off because they got knocked out. If this card continues to go down today, there could be a buy-in on this card because it's still a very usable card. It's a very, very usable card at a mid-level. So he's someone that I would 100% keep an eye on. But you need to know the market for this guy. It is a little bit risky. And again, go back to the start. And one card that a lot of people like right now is this Diatta card. So I look at this card and I go, okay, cool. It's 118 right now. And we look at what he did. So this was when we got massive supply from What If, alright? Huge supply from What If. And it was the Foot Player Days 2-for-1 packs. And he's steadily risen since then. He dropped a little bit and he's up again. But he's sort of leveled out this week. This Diatta card, again, if today you see some sort of drop in him, could be a half-decent card. Because you can see here, there is a relatively flat price of him. He hasn't really climbed, he hasn't really dipped. So there's demand for him. Again, would I buy into him if I was a brand new trader? No. But if I see this card today at 110 on Xbox, I'm going to be relatively interested in it because there's no real demand on a Wednesday for him, but come Thursday, Friday, there will be. If he's held this value all week and he's been doing 118 to 120 a week, when Weekend League comes around, there's no reason why he doesn't get to 125, 130. And that's really how you look for flips. Now, I'm going to be doing this on Yellen's account and trying to basically get the last sort of 100, 200k that I want to build this team, so we're in a good position with that. But the real big plays have been on specials. But if you know the market on icons, they're extremely profitable at the moment. There's a lot of coins on icons. A lot of them are coming down quite significantly at times. And I definitely would be looking at icons for sure. There's no reason not to look at icons. And even if you don't know, your trusty friend, Market Index. Someone put a comment on the video yesterday. Gonna ask my girl if she wants to Market Index and chill. And I cried with laughter for about 10 minutes. Your trusty friend, Market Index, helps you out here. Again, you can see which cards are down. You look at Javier Hernandez, Xavi, 340. Again, we look at the hourlies on him. We go, okay, cool. He's had it as high as 360 today. Yesterday, again, loads of 343 up into 351. And then dailies, we look at that and go, okay, cool. He's been holding 370. Gigantic dips on Xbox. Someone that maybe you'd be interested in looking in, someone like a Xavi, because you can see there's been big dips in him and you're able to really hit that up. But that is how you look for Thursday flips today. I've given you plenty of pointers on it. If you all go and buy the exact same card, you're going to screw each other over because you'll all try and list them weirdly. It won't work. Get onto Futbin, do your research. If you are a website subscriber, it's done for you. I'm going to be doing this today. Dan's going to be doing it today. Luke will be doing it today. And we'll be putting them on the website just after 6:30. So make sure you check that out. But as always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. Make sure you check out Futtrading for your chance to win a next generation console, Xbox Series S or a PlayStation 5 digital being given away there. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.